Pivoting from the McRib talk, what I wanted to say about this whole Steve Lacy thing is though, I think what you said earlier was people don't know how to act anymore, and I've been seeing a lot of people talk about this on TikTok, on Twitter, about how there's this like new wave of people of this new generation, this whatever TikTok generation, this Gen Z wave of people being, you know, of age now. The last 2 years, they were not allowed to go anywhere, so they really don't know how to like interact and what concert etiquette is like. And you know, people always talk about Savon said it right, people always thinking they're the main character, like all this stuff. Like there's just this level of like entitlement that comes from kids nowadays going to these concerts. I saw there was this TikTok by this creator that showed up on my For You page. It was also inspired by what has been happening at the Steve Lacy concerts and this lack of respect for him. And he said it was kind of the first time he was at a big Tame Impala show, because, you know, Tame Impala, I think in their last tour did stadiums, you know, similar to Dawn FM and stuff like that. He's like in the crowd, he's vibing. I mean, it's freaking Tame Impala, bro. Like, it's like one of the best bands you could ever see live, have hits on hits on hits that you can't not dance. And so this guy's vibing out and he sees this group of girls to his left, and they're all just recording. They're not even moving. They're just, you know, phone up. They're just like this the whole concert, just recording what's happening there. You know, they're recording on their Be Real, like literally similar to what you were doing. You're kind of dancing in your little spot. You know, he's kind of bumping in to the people around him, and they're getting annoyed. These girls, they're just like, they kind of keep looking at him. They're just like, what the and then they start filming him in the crowd dancing, and one of the girls filming her friends, giving him kind of a side eye, like, who the fuck is this guy, while they're at this concert. And he was like, it prompted me to turn to them and be like, yo, like, put the phone, like, you are literally at a concert, like, this is Tame Impala on the stage, like, you need to like look what's happening in front of you. And it kind of started this whole conversation about how obviously everybody talks about how TikTok has ruined the music industry, or how much TikTok has influenced the music industry, but it's also influenced the concert going experience, in that people are there just for that TikTok. It's like it used to be for the band, and then it was for the album, and then it was for the single, and now it's for the TikTok sound is why people are actually fans. This 15-second snippet is enough for people to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to go see this person live, just to film that part and post it on their Instagram or on their TikTok or whatever. Like, you spend all this money. Like, it used to be about seeing a person perform live, bro. Like, that's huge, bro. Like, live music is a luxury. It's a privilege to go see someone of that caliber, like Tame Impala, like Silk Sonic, The Weeknd, Steve Lacy. To see them live, they don't know. There's this lack of etiquette. There's this entitlement, you know. And I think someone brought up something super interesting, and I'd like to get your thoughts on this, and someone else. There's this guy who brought up, everybody's saying that it's TikTok, but he was like, I think what happened was when concerts and music festivals became a spectacle was in 2011 at Coachella, which was the first time Coachella ever live streamed the festival on YouTube. Kanye actually, he headlined, and so it was this huge flock to just like to be there, because they knew that it was going to be broadcasted and everybody was watching. Millions of people were watching on YouTube, and so people look to that as the catalyst of this whole phenomenon, that, you know, that you can skip all the way to Frank Ocean fans booing Drake when they thought Frank was going to be at Camp Flog Gnaw. We want Frank! We want Frank! We want Frank! Kid Cudi getting water bottles thrown at him.
One more fucking thing on this fucking stage, I'm leaving. Don't fuck with me.
Now with Steve Lacy, people don't even know the second verse of his songs. So it's just this insane like effect that the internet and that a camera and that a spectacle of music has influenced all the way down to the live, you know, consuming of music, let alone what it's done to streaming. But yeah, what do you think of that? What do you think of like how the internet specifically, and how the camera, how the spectacle of music, live music concerts, you know, they're just kind of this coveted place to be. It's almost like the most exclusive party. You know, it's no longer about being there for the music. Like, what do you think of that? And also in the chat as well.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, and I just want to like really hit it as well, is like why do people go to concerts? Because they want to hear the sounds that they've been hearing all this time on the studio version. They want to hear it live, and they want to hear the live vocals. They want to be able to witness music being made right in front of them. And then you fast forward to like internet culture,
Right.
and now people are really just there for the moment, like whatever that moment is. Like you said with Kanye, it's like, oh shit, Kanye's at Coachella, let's witness Kanye be at Coachella, as opposed to let's witness Kanye
Perform the
Runaway
songs you love. Yeah,
Let's-
yeah.
So I think we have just lost why we go to concerts. Like the purpose of it is to listen, is to lose yourself to the music, to dance, you know.
TikTok has ruined a lot of that. A lot of
Yeah.
like why we even do things, you know, like in the first place. If we would have done them at all, if there wasn't a camera in front of us and millions of people that it could potentially reach. Like, I get like I'll record at concerts if it's a moment I want to remember. Like when we were watching Anderson .Paak, you know, spin vinyls, he was playing stuff where I was like, this is just so crazy that it's Anderson .Paak playing this song specifically, and I wanted to capture that, you know. And I was recording a lot because I mean the set list was amazing, but you know, people,
you're recording for yourself. That's the thing.
I was recording for me.
People nowadays, they're going to things to record it for other people, which is
which they're not even there
behavior.
like they show up at these events and they're already not even there, you know, like realistically they're not actually there.
And if we're gonna make this topic, sorry, if you have a point, feel free to
keep going.
We'll get back to it. But to make that point even broader, TikTok has made it to where people don't even like things anymore. They just like that other people like the thing. Instead of watching a movie, they just know the memes from that movie, or the iconic scenes, like reaction gifs. It's fun, it's harmless or whatever. But then as you go on, as life goes on, and that's all you know, we're still pretty early in this thing if you think about it, in the internet age. You know, people are going to grow up not developing themselves, and they're going to be full-on human adults and having to do adult things.
It definitely is that sense of entitlement, you know, and that main character moment, I think is huge. That has been something I've seen. It's both been something that's positive and negative. I think a lot of kids are really finding ways to be confident in themselves and loving, like, everyone's like, oh, I'm the main character. It's like, we can't all be main characters, bro. That's just you, like, being confident in yourself. Like, that's sure, however you want to spin that, and that's fine, and that's great. You know, people are finding ways to make themselves stand out, and I'm always for that. But that doesn't mean everything revolves around you and the fact that you're there, you know. It's just like the fact that we're all here, and that's what I love about concerts, that there's like that collective, you know. And I think I look back to like Silk Sonic, but they made us lock all the phones away. One, they probably didn't want us recording the show, but like just that one rule of no phones meant that, like, damn, we're all just here, like we're all here,
changed everything,
locked in. Changed everything. It made so that there was nothing else. Like it was tunnel vision on the stage. Like everybody was locked in, and that is what it's supposed to be like. Things get so lost when you put a camera in front of someone. You know, I think I've even taken classes on this. You have to know the ethics of just capturing something with a camera. The moment you put a camera in front of something, no matter how organic and real it is, it's not organic and real anymore. You know, you're already introducing a perspective within that frame. You're not showing the whole picture. Even if you're even now, look, we have cameras in front of us. You can't see my whole room, but I'm in a room in real life. You're in a room in real life, but because there's a camera here, you only see it through that perspective. So like, it's just that idea that you're already taking away the organic nature of a real life moment by just putting a lens in front of it. And I guess I'll try and just advocate for anyone, if you're seeing live music, if you're in a moment where like, I don't want to forget this, that's just what I've been trying to do recently, is just try and be in the moment, to be in the moment, not to be like, oh man, like already nostalgic about it, you know, like already nostalgic about the moment. And that's what I feel like we all are when we bring our phones out, because it's like, oh, I want to watch this later. It's like, well, you're here now. Steve Lacy's right here now. You just threw a camera at him. What's going on? You know, like, so yeah, there's my little, like, you know, old head boomer talk for the evening. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for indulging in that. The chat. There is
our thoughts. That was some of our thoughts.
Those were our thoughts. Let me read a couple of your guys' thoughts on that. For sure. Kitchen Boy says, I feel like if you don't even know the music, it's always nice to see what different artists aesthetics are for their show. That's also true. Going to a live show, you get the really big picture of the album, which I love. Curry said it's cool to record, but you want to have fun as well. My phone had a small storage. I wasn't able to record a good part of this. Yeah, same. I literally filled up my entire phone filming Anderson .Paak DJ. It's fine, you know?
Yeah. And
TikTok
sorry, I was just gonna say, Curry, I hate to put words in your mouth, but you probably then enjoyed the second half of that concert a lot more because you weren't worried about, I got to get the right angle.
Prince would ban phones too, most definitely. We live in a world where it's very shallow and determined by things that don't matter. That's facts. And honestly, I'm 23, yet I'm very old school in terms of being skeptical of the overuse of technology and using it over human stuff. Same here.
Yeah.
I'm also 23, and I think the same thing. So I'm glad we're on the same page.
Also, both of you guys are Matthews, so that's.
Oh, damn.
I think you're talking to your doppelganger.
That's my burner account, actually. I'm just damn.
Oh yeah.
Matt spitting facts right now.